Virtues and vices. Virtue shows movement toward the good. There is real virtue whenever a person freely resists harmful tendencies. Its highest form is giving up personal interest for the good of others without hidden motive or desire for reward. The greatest merit belongs to the most selfless charity. Some seem to do good without struggle. This does not lessen their worth. It means earlier, inner battles have already been won, and goodness has become natural. The most characteristic sign of imperfection. One of the clearest signs of moral imperfection is self-centeredness. A person may seem moral in many ways, yet self-interest often reveals the truth. Attachment to material things also shows imperfection. The more a person lives for possessions and worldly advantage, the less clearly that person sees life's higher purpose. Selflessness shows a wider view. Selflessness and discernment. Selflessness is valuable, but it must be joined with good judgment. A person may give freely and still use resources badly, with little real benefit. Such a person deserves credit for self-denial, but not for the good that wiser use could have done. Wealth is a trust, and its owner is responsible not only for misuse, but also for neglected good. Doing good without ulterior motive. Good should be done from charity, not calculation. If generosity is mainly a way to gain reward, it loses much of its purity. Those who do good because they love the good, wish to please God, and want to relieve suffering are more advanced. Still, the desire to improve one's future condition is not wrong in itself. The fault lies in treating charity like a bargain. There is no selfishness in trying to correct oneself, overcome passions, and draw nearer to God. Intellectual progress and material knowledge. Material knowledge is not useless because earthly life is short. Science and practical learning can serve others, and in that way become part of moral life. They also help the spirit itself. Knowledge gained in one life prepares the spirit for quicker progress later. No true knowledge is wasted. Wealth, hardship, and responsibility. Wealth is a moral test. If two rich people live only for themselves, the one who has known poverty is more blameworthy, because that person understands suffering by experience. To keep piling up wealth without helping anyone shows disordered principles, and saving everything for heirs does not excuse it. The desire for wealth in order to do good. To desire wealth in order to do good can be admirable, but only if the motive is sincere. Hidden self-interest easily enters such a wish. Often the first person one means to benefit is oneself. Its worth depends on how free it is from vanity, ambition, comfort, and disguised personal advantage. On studying the defects of others. Looking at the faults of others can either harm or help. It is wrong when done to criticize or humiliate. It can be useful when it helps a person avoid the same fault in himself. Before condemning another, a person should ask whether the same fault is present within. The better response is self-correction. Exposing the ills of society. It is not wrong in itself to expose social evils. Everything depends on the intention. If abuses are brought to light in order to correct them, the work may serve the good. If the aim is scandal or pleasure in exposing corruption, the act is morally stained. The clearest sign of sincerity is personal example. Morality in words and morality in life. Beautiful principles have little value if they are not lived. A person may teach noble truths that help others, yet fail to practice them. The good done by such teaching is real, but the contradiction is serious. To know moral truth and still refuse to live by it is a greater fault than ignorance. Awareness of one's good actions. It is not wrong to recognize the good one has done. Just as a person should notice faults in order to correct them, one should also see when an evil tendency has been overcome. Then a person may feel a rightful satisfaction in moral victory. The danger begins when that satisfaction becomes vanity. Quiet gratitude strengthens the soul, but pride in one's virtue weakens it.